It all started on a foggy morning in late August 2025, the kind where the mist clung to the streets like a shroud. My name's not important, but let's say I'm Alex, a 27-year-old freelance writer living in a cramped apartment in Portland, Oregon. The city was buzzing with the hum of electric bikes and the scent of roasting coffee, but inside my head, it was chaos. I'd been scraping by, deadlines piling up like dirty laundry, my bank account a sad whisper of what it once was. That day, I was hunched over my laptop, the screen glowing like a lifeline, when I got a call that would unravel everything. It was my older sister, Rachel, her voice trembling through the phone. "Alex, Mom's in the hospital," she said, each word a dagger. My heart stopped. Mom had been fine last week, laughing over a video call about her gardenias blooming early this year. Now, she was in intensive care after a car accident. Some drunk driver ran a red light on Highway 26. Rachel was sobbing, her words breaking apart. "They don't know if she'll make it. You need to come now." I threw clothes into a bag, my hands shaking, the fog outside mirroring the blur in my mind. The drive to the hospital was a nightmare, headlights cutting through the gray, my thoughts racing with memories of Mom's warm hugs and her endless stories. When I got there, the sterile smell of antiseptic hit me like a punch. Rachel was in the waiting room, her face streaked with tears, her dark hair a mess. "She's in surgery," she whispered, clutching my arm like I was her anchor. The doctor came out later, his face grim. "She's stable for now, but there's brain swelling. We won't know more for 48 hours. Those hours stretched into eternity. I sat by her bed, watching the machines beep, her face pale against the white sheets. Rachel and I took turns holding her hand, whispering prayers we weren't sure she could hear. The guilt gnawed at me. I hadn't visited in months, too busy with work, too caught up in my own world. The next day, a nurse handed me Mom's phone, found in the wreckage. "She might want familiar voices," the nurse said softly. I scrolled through, seeing her last text to me, gentle nudges to call her back. Then I saw an email notification. Curiosity got the better of me and I opened it. It was from a law firm, dated just days before the accident. The subject line read, "Inheritance Update." My breath caught. The email detailed a trust fund Mom had set up, $250,000 split between Rachel and me, money from her late father she'd never mentioned. The lawyer wanted to meet us to finalize it. My mind spun. Why hadn't she told us? Was she planning a surprise? I showed Rachel, her eyes widening. "She never said a word," she murmured, her voice thick with confusion. We agreed to keep it quiet until Mom woke up, not wanting to burden her. But that night, exhaustion hit, and I made a mistake that would haunt me. I meant to email the lawyer back, confirming the meeting, but in my haze, I hit reply all on an old work thread instead. The email contained the inheritance details, amounts, accounts, everything. My stomach dropped as I realized my editor, a nosy guy named Greg, was on that thread. Within minutes, my phone buzzed. Greg's text read, "Dude, $250,000? Spill the tea." Panic set in. I tried to recall the email, but it was too late, sent to half my freelance network. The fallout was immediate. By morning, whispers had turned into a storm. Colleagues I barely knew started texting, asking about the money. "Congrats on the windfall," one wrote, while another, a rival freelancer, snarked, "Guess you won't need gigs anymore." Rachel was furious when I told her. "You exposed us, Alex. What if Mom's creditors find out?" She snapped, her voice a whip. I felt the weight of my stupidity, my face burning with shame. The hospital became a pressure cooker, nurses glancing curiously, Rachel avoiding me, and Mom still unconscious, oblivious to the chaos I'd unleashed. Then came the real blow. A tabloid journalist, sniffing around for a story, called me. "Heard about your Mom's inheritance?" he said, his tone slick. "Tragic accident, big money, perfect headline." I hung up, my hands trembling, but the damage was done. By evening, a blurry photo of Mom's wrecked car was online, captioned, "Heiress crash leaves family fortune in limbo." The comments were vicious, speculation about insurance scams, attacks on our character. Rachel screamed at me, You've turned her tragedy into a circus. I wanted to disappear, the guilt a lead weight in my chest. Desperation drove me to the hospital roof that night, the city lights a distant blur below. I thought about jumping, the shame too much to bear. But then my phone rang, Mom's doctor. "She's awake," he said. I rushed down, heart pounding, finding her groggy but alive. Her first words were, "Where's Rachel?" I brought my sister in, and Mom's weak smile broke me. "I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the money," she rasped. "It was for your future, not this mess." Tears streamed down my face as I held her hand, the beeping machines a lifeline. The aftermath was a whirlwind. The lawyer met us, confirming the trust, but creditors did circle, sensing blood. We fought legal battles, the tabloids hounding us, my freelance reputation in tatters. Rachel forgave me eventually, but the strain lingered, her trust a fragile thread. Mom recovered slowly, her gardenias wilting as she grieved the privacy lost. I quit freelancing, taking a factory job to escape the gossip, the clatter of machines a stark contrast to my old life. The inheritance, once a gift, felt cursed, a reminder of my mistake. Months later, in September 2025, I stood in Mom's garden, the air crisp, helping her replant. "You're still my son," she said, her voice steady. It was a balm, but the scars remained, family strained, career gone, a public spectacle I couldn't erase. The fog had lifted outside, but inside, it lingered, a lesson in the cost of one careless click.